Chat, hello. I'm trying to figure out why I can't start this poll on here. Oh, I think I know why. Because when I press add option, it scrolls down. That's annoying. Okay, I will do a 2-thing poll then. That's annoying. Hello. Okay. I have to use this it's so annoying. I'm trying to make a poll, but the way my OBS is set up, it's not big enough. So I need to enlarge my OBS slightly so I can actually see the poll that I'm making. There we go. That should do it. Unorthodox. It's not really canon. It's just Optimizer saw that I like to make my aesthetic a bit different from just here's Billy, because I know that might not be. I don't want to just have my identity tied to Zenless, so it's a little bit of myself mixed in. So Optimizer decided to make this, and it's fantastic. If he joins the chat, we will definitely give him a shout out. I have not seen him yet. I'll turn the timer off, and I'll pause the music now. I'll fade it out. Whoops, not that. Howdy, hello. So we are about to do the stream. I know you guys have probably already watched it. That's perfectly fine. I am coming in completely blind. I have not seen any of this stuff. And by any of this stuff, I literally haven't even seen the trailers for the group, like the music video and whatnot. I haven't seen it. I actually haven't even done the in-game event yet. So before I get into this, I would like to field some response as I pull up some music real quick. Make sure it's on a loop. That's fine, Tactilike. What are your guys' opinions? Before I go in, don't give me specific details. Are you yay or nay on 2.6? Did they give you stuff that was exciting, or was it kind of like a, it's a letdown? Or just middle of the road, it's whatever? Because I'm excited for the... Hold on, let me hide my display real quick. I am excited for the leader of the idol group. Ooh, that's frozen. If I can pull it up. It is not letting me pull it up. Hey, Rezi, thank you so much for joining. My browser that I use just decided to quit on me. So I'm going to open a new one and hope that works. Where is this character? Yes. Guys, aren't we excited for the idol who's coming out? Yeah! I think she's a singer too. If I recall correctly, I think she might be a singer, and I think that's funny. Yeah, Rezi, we're just about to do some reactions real quick. She's part of the group, right? She has like an idol thing going on. She looks the part, you know. She's got the wings. I think she has wings. I can't remember. It is funny that these are coming out like back to back. So, yeah, if you're an anomaly puller, you don't have to get the group, because right now you can only really field. How do I say this? If you already have an anomaly team, this group isn't really doing anything different. It's more of it's different, but it's like, oh joy, another option for anomaly teams when there's really only one slot open for anomaly teams. So they're not really adding to anomalies. You're kind of just making a separate team if you pull for them, which is fine, but I don't know if that's on my end. I don't know if that sounds cost effective, if that makes sense. Arya in a different dimension. That's probably true. So anyway, we're going to we're going to have some actual reactions. Don't worry. So we're going to start off by reacting to the best trailer. Alex! I saw this on my own. Alex looks cool. That's all I gotta say. I am really bad at fighting games. I'm terrible. But I really, I enjoy seeing the action and the movement. And I enjoy fighting game players show off their skills. If you ever watch Tampa Never Sleeps, I'm actually on I'm pretty sure you're watching, they're on right now, playing Ultra Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I'm glad you're joining me instead of joining them. But yeah, no, we're not watching out you, Alex. I'm sorry. You're cool, but I don't think this is the right crowd for that. So, without further delay, because I've been delaying this quite a bit. Where can I see the stats? Oh yeah, the stats. That's not what I wanted. Those are the wrong stats. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, so I am now going to start. Now we'll pause my music. There we go. Sorry, Alex. We are going to start with the first video that came out, because I actually never saw it. And if the audio sounds off, let me know. I can adjust it for you. Oh yeah, it's been doing this where, because it's been there sitting there for a while. Already I'm getting like what is it? Like I've seen bits and pieces of this. So I'm going to comment a bit as I go. This is very Sailor Moon coded. Like already from this scene, like even I think Dua Lipa made her song, one of her songs, I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's like I can't remember. If you guys know in the chat, you can let me know. She stylized one of her music videos to basically be Sailor Moon, like 80s Japanese anime. I think it was Dua Lipa. I can't remember. But yeah, I can already tell this is very inspired. Like I can even tell there's like a filter over this. So it's like this is hazy, intentionally hazy, like it has, like it was taken from an actual picture from like an 80s, like the technology they had in the 80s. There was always like a slight grain to the stuff. So it's very Sailor Moon coded. And I appreciate that effort. Anyway, I haven't even played the video and I've already talked this much. Let me rewind this a bit. Is now in full swing, okay? Oops. Do I have subtitles on? No, I do not. Okay, I'm gonna rewind that so I can actually read. Sorry about that. Sorry. I did see that, for the record. I'm gonna pause this because I just saw it. I saw this as like the joke of this is, I forget what's his name. He's the ZZZ dev that's in all the live streams. They're basically chewing him out for why they're delayed. I think this is 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. That's so funny. Theoretically, this should actually be longer, but yeah, this is very like they had fun making this scene. It's like why do we come in so late? Like that's a great question. To be fair, I think they came in at pretty much the right time. They are coming in for the Chinese New Year pretty much, so they're going to get a lot of sales for that. Yeah, it's why. Very, I like that. I'm not commenting because it's all really pretty, so I'm trying to take it all in. Yeah, I saw that screenshot too.
Finally, we made it! So far.
Oh, there's Arya. Cool. Oh, that's a cool effect. That's really fun. They I'll wait till it's finished to say it. Very interesting. Very well made.
I finally got all the moves right. Can't believe this camera survived for this long.
Huh? Didn't you say last time it was cheap secondhand?
Maybe its durability is the reason it survived long enough to become secondhand. That makes sense.
So, I'm pretty sure I know who some of the VAs are. I'm not going to say them because I'll let them announce it themselves. I really like here. If you already seen this, you already know this, but already this is it. It starts off in 4x3, and then they use the destruction of this set, whatever is happening in this scene, like their set's being blown apart because they're outside or something and it's raining, and then it shifts. That's what shifts it from 4x3 to 16x9, and I think that's a really cool way to make that transition. I always enjoy scenes where they mess with the aspect ratio in an interesting way. Just messing with it to mess with it is boring. But like this is a very clear scene. It's like you're seeing them at their fullest. This is they're breaking out of their shell essentially. You can see all their passion or whatnot, and I think that's the point of the scene. So yeah, overall this is really pretty. They put a lot of effort into making this look very good. Obviously, this was like more of a showcase for Arya, essentially. And I did like that you could see earlier when they were practicing, they were pretty much perfectly in sync. And then when they were actually doing it live, they were slightly out of sync. Like, I always like it when the shows don't just copy paste the same animations. There's always like a frame or so behind. So I think that's cool. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Again, I have not seen these. So I don't know what to expect from this one because I haven't seen really anything from this one yet. Because everyone was posting the previous one, I never saw anything from this. Oh yes, I have to refresh the page again, that's right. So already, before we get into the start of the song, this is taking me back to like those like 2008 like fan animated music videos, like fan made animated music videos. These are my OCs, please don't steal. I don't know if that's actually true, but that is the vibe I am getting from this. Because the art style does look very I don't want to say clunky or harsh, but it's stylized to look amateurish. Like there is not a lot of, obviously this is an intentional design, but it is designed as if the person drawing this is not completely experienced or maybe not completely comfortable with how they want things to flesh out. They have the ideas, but like the execution's not fully there. But, I mean, obviously this is intentionally designed that way, so it looks really good. And I'm guessing this is going to be Suna's song, essentially, because the last song was basically for Arya, and this one's for Suna. I don't know if it's Suna or Sune. I'll wait for the live stream to tell me, but I'm assuming this is her song. In the previous one she was shown off with a snaggletooth. And she's supposed to be oh, I tripped. Whoa, I'm clumsy. I'll try my hardest. Like, I know that's what she's going to be. I know that's her character archetype, but let's see how they execute it. I'll pause when the chorus is over. Okay, I'll pause it here because I want to see something real quick. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so these are animated on 4s. That's interesting. That also helps sell the whole like beginner artist sort of vibe. And you can tell there were times when she looked in the mirror, if I can find it. It went from a highly filtered version to this version. And I think that's an interesting way of showing, like, again, I haven't seen this yet. So this is my guess of this is the character Suna. This is like supposed to symbolize, this is like, there are a lot more filters placed on this. The art style is a bit cleaner. And so this is what Suna, I don't know her name yet. This is what she wants to become. This is her dream. This is her ideal. But as of right now, that's the wrong button. As of right now, whoops, this is what she is. She's too amateurish to be at that level yet. And so that's what I'm getting from that intentional shift in that art style. It's not really changing art style, it's more of a filter, but yes. So I immediately can tell what they're trying to do with this. And it's also supposed to match, like, the amateurish art style is supposed to match how Suna is still kind of an amateur at this. And as the song is progressing, we're getting into her mind of how we are seeing into what she wants to become, her ideal or whatnot, is my guess. Hold on, let me see that one more time. Yeah, and this also shifts from a 4:3 to a 16:9. That's what I thought too. And that also helps you know, like the audience, like, hey, this is the reality, and this is reality, and this is dream. This is her ideal. This is what she wants to be. That's really pretty. And yeah, the pink is for the Angels of Delusion. Yeah, that's really pretty. I don't know if it's going to, I think just from a visual glance, it's not going to be one that people post very frequently, because it's very coded to like a late 2000s fan-made AMV video, and I don't think that's going to work in the mainstream as well. Like, you're not going to see these gifs around gifs of these images around all the time like you would in that previous video. So yeah, this is just really pretty. And you can tell that there goes to a point where it's like it still has the amateurish style like it had at the beginning, but it does have the filters from when it was more pretty. And so it's like a mix of her being an amateur and her becoming more experienced and how that's turning into reality, I guess. So that's really pretty. Moving on. We're watching Alex, baby. That's what you've been waiting for this whole time. Street Fighter 6. We're watching Alex. Let's go. Yeah, Macho Man. That's not what we're here for. But watch this trailer on your own time. This is just beautiful,
guys like
though.
me can make some good cash putting their bodies on the line. Besides, I'm used to being hated. Though, lately, I can't help but thinking. It seemed like a lifetime ago that I was spending my time fighting in the streets.
Okay, we're not gonna watch the rest of it. I'd love to, but yeah, this is Arya's true form, guys. This is they're crossing over. This is the Zenless Zone Zero crossover with Street Fighter. Alex is coming to Zenless. He's going to Pile Drive Construction Complex. He's gonna oh gosh, I can't remember Alex's moves off the top of my head, but Alex is going to suplex Miasmic Fiend. He's going to suplex Pompeii. He's that guy, you know. I wish we could have like a wrestler dude in Zenless, but it wouldn't work with how, I mean, they could pull it off, but it would look kind of cheesy. Not look cheesy, but if they made that a core part of the character where it looks a bit janky, I think they could make it work. Anyway, we're not watching this trailer. I'd love to, but on to, we have one more video. I never saw this. I saw part of it, and I did see they retweeted some like Twitter video on Twitter about some people doing this dance or something. Well, we're gonna refresh that because it's gonna tell it I need to oh, back to beginning, full screen. This is a professional production, people. Yeah, so you can tell they definitely mocapped that. That's funny. Oh, that's my video. That's me. Okay, so now we are actually getting into the live stream, because I had not seen those things previously. So I am coming to this blind. I have not even done the in-game events because I wanted to come into this group without really knowing that much. Because obviously I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to hype you up for the patch. That makes sense. Currently, I'm going to give you my take before I start playing this. I'm going to refresh it just to make sure it doesn't stop after 2 seconds. I am personally not excited about the group. Like, when I say excited, there are people who are saying, "Oh my gosh, yes, I've been waiting for a year plus. They're finally here." For me, it's more of a, "Oh, that's nice. Oh, they look pretty good." That's my level of excitement, right? That's not to say I dislike the group or I don't want them, but I am not I know Suna, whatever her name is, it's going to be first. There is a very good chance, unless someone in chat bribes me, I'll set a chat goal or something, that I will probably not pull for Suna. Nothing against Suna. I just have a limited amount of money I would like to spend on the game. And so it's like, could my account survive without Senna? Yeah, it probably could. Unless the story for her is really good. Like, that's the reason I pulled for Caesar, the entire Sons of Caledon. The chapter 3 was really good. I think it was chapter 3. The Sons of Caledon story was really good, and that made me want to pull for them. So I will see if what I want the 2.6 to be. I hope 2.6 has a really good story. It's going to be post Void Hunter saving the world. We're going to go back to like, not, I hope the story we have with them is not, oh no, the world's about to be destroyed again. If only we had someone to help us. We need to get back to low stakes, like character development, good writing. You want Yes Xu Yen to be playable? That's, I mean, they could always try to do something with that. That's something they could keep in their back pocket until they feel like it. Because they brought Magus back to life, essentially. So, without further delay, no more delays.
Hello to everyone watching at home and to our media friends here with us today. Welcome to the debut press conference.
What is this? What is this? The Jetsons? Like, what is this? Like, TV screen I would see from the Jetsons. What is this? I love this already.
Of the Angels of Delusion.
They're bringing back TV mode, guys. Look, it's the TV. They're bringing it back. Honestly, I do want them to integrate. Sorry, if I bang my desk, then I think my mic picks it up. So I'm trying to not bang my desk. But if I bang my desk, it's because I'm excited. I would like to see them integrate TV mode in some way with how they've improved it. Because the TV mode actually does feel really nice now. It didn't before for a lot of reasons.
Press conference of the Angels of Delusion. I'm Y, your host and the acting manager of the Angels of Delusion.
Oh, okay. What is his tie?
Green light, dreams, and just a touch of the delusion. Right before our very eyes. So, please welcome today's star.
Yeah, it is. I knew it. It's going to be like a VTuber thing. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. I'm going to make this slightly faster, just so we can get through this a bit quicker.
I'm Suna. I write songs, and I hope my melodies can bring everyone happiness.
Okay, so if you don't know who her VA is, I'm going to find it real quick. Oh, this is full screen. Duh. It's the tab I'm in. I'm not going to show you the person, but if you have watched the English dub of this show, you know who her voice actress is. Why does it show me these photos? I'm going to try this with a different search engine. Make this full screen. Copy. Why can I see this full screen image? Whatever. I'll just show you this page. It's this character. You know her. It is, if you watch the English dub, it's very obvious to tell that this is the character. I won't say her name. I'll let her announce it herself. But it's very good. It's very obvious. I can tell because this show is actually hilarious. The English dub is really good. Anyway, back to the video. We'll rewind a bit.
I write songs, and I hope my melodies can bring everyone happiness.
Hi everyone, I'm Aria. I'm the lead singer for Angels of Delusion. I hope you enjoy my singing.
Hi everyone, I'm Nangongyu, leader of Angels of Delusion. Thanks so much for coming today.
So that is how you pronounce her name. I wasn't crazy. It was like Nangongyu. I got it. I didn't know how much of the Chinese accent was going to be. Like, if Stephen Fu says it, how Chinese is he going to say it? Because I know some people say Nan Gong Yu, and he'll be like Nan Gong Yu, or however it's pronounced. So
You may not know them yet, but please remember their smiles, remember their names. I hope that from this day forward, you will stay with them every step of the way. Now, please use your cameras and your eyes to capture this historic moment for our three angels.
Aria, give everyone a wink of love.
All right. I even practiced right before we came on stage.
Wow, so cute! That's our Aria, already giving off major idol energy.
You're just gassing me up because I'm your teammate.
But it's true, you're just that cute. All right, we're at our first real formal event here.
Everyone, let's strike a cute pose together. Aria, I
already like the setting for this. It is quite literally a press conference for the group. I think that's really good. I think that's really funny. Whoops, that's the wrong button.
hear from your longtime fans. There is an intelligent construct in the Angels of Delusion. Is that true? Did I say something wrong? In that case, I have some questions from the media for you. First question, why did you choose the name Angels of Delusion for your group?
To be fair, what is people's opinions on AI music in the world of Zenless? Because in the real world, they say, oh, this music was AI. You get some uncomfortable stares from people. But in Zenless, it's like, wait, intelligent constructs are AI, but they're functionally people. So does that count as AI music? It's like, I don't know. I can't tell you. I think that would be really good if the story addressed AI stuff. Like, I think that would be really interesting as an angle for the group of like the haters of the group are like, oh, you are an AI construct. AI music's for chumps. I only listen to real music. I think that'd be a great story because you can talk about like the human condition, what it means to have intelligence, what does it mean to be a human, and that's essentially what they're doing with the intelligent constructs anyway. That's essentially not Billy's. He didn't really have a story yet. That's Banyue's. That's Chingy's story. It's very much what does it mean to be a human sort of thing.
Then, Angels of Delusion for your group.
I wonder if you all have moments like this. When you talk about your dreams all excited, and someone says, there you go, daydreaming again. We wanted to give moments like that a pair of soft, gentle wings.
I think Delusion is like a halo woven into reality. It's prettier, sweeter, and brighter than real life. And we want to become something like that for everyone. Honestly, instead of being afraid of getting lost in delusions, why not conquer that fear and dive all the way in? We're the angels sent by the delusions to save you, you know?
Great answers, everyone. Standing here right now with so much attention focused on you, could you share how you are feeling in this moment?
If we're dreaming, we're gonna dream big. And if this really is just a dream, then I'm ready to never wake up. Standing here today, I feel like I'm not scared anymore. Your cheers and your voices, they're what built this stage for us. Thank you so much, everyone.
What I'm feeling right now is gratitude. From a 15 square meter recording room to a stage this big, it's only a few kilometers apart, but without Sunna and Xiaoyu, I don't think I could have made it this far.
Aria. Okay, keep this up and Sunna's gonna cry.
So, with your idol journey about to begin,
I feel like they're not exactly, but they feel, this is gonna sound weird, they feel Powerpuffs coded. Like this is Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. I think that's what it is. No, Bubbles is blue, sorry. Blossom, Bubbles, and sorry. Yeah, Blossoms is red, Bubbles is blue, and Buttercup is green. There we go. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup. It feels coded like that to me. Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
Xiaoyu, as the group leader, what are your hopes for the future?
This road isn't easy. It's like walking across a long, narrow bridge. But what keeps us steady isn't believing the bridge won't break. It's knowing that we can fly. Suna, Arya, let's keep doing our best together from here on out. Seeing Xiaoyu like this, being such a reliable leader, I'm gonna cry again.
Xiaoyu, Suna, as long as the three of us are together, we can do anything.
Let's wish them all the best on their journey to stardom. The Angels of Delusion debut mini-album, Encore from Old Dream, will also be released soon. It's a jam packed with passion and energy. It's also one of this year's most exciting dark horse releases in the idol music scene.
They could honestly, they could actually release an album, and I think people would buy it. Oh, J-Bits, they made the Everything Nice comment? That's so funny. That's good. I think even in Japan, they have their Japanese names, and that makes sense. Because this is they're very stylized to be like Japanese pop's idol in a Japanese idol group. But for Chinese reasons, they're Chinese in the US.
These songs carry our true feelings. If they resonate with you too, then any tears I shed will be tears of happiness. Oh, Suna, you silly little crybaby. If I had one wish, it'd be that these songs cross all language barriers and carry our dreams out into the entire universe.
Please listen to our songs and keep cheering us on.
Finally, on behalf of the Angels of Delusion, I'd like to once again thank all our guests for being here today. Please follow the Angels of Delusion's official accounts to stay up to date with what's coming next.
Thank you to our staff and to our fans who supported us even back when no one knew our names.
Thank you, everyone. Truly, thank you so much.
That's very much a, hey, thanks for the people who like appreciated the leaked posts. I think that was not an insider job. I think that was a planned leaked post, but whatever. I'll speed this up a bit.
欢迎来到绝区零2.6版本旧梦的安可曲前瞻特别节目，我是编剧11。
大家好呀，我是又没有逃过出镜的策划小鱼。
这次我们正在妄想天使组合成员们的
He can't escape hosting it. Why is he like, yeah, I'm here because my boss told me to be here.
好像就是用卧室改造的。对了，绝区零的前瞻改为妄想天使出道发布会了吗？怎么又轮到我们出场了呢？
从我们所在的房间来看，小天使们应该还
I have liked their set designs a lot for this.
有道理，感谢神将们今天前来助力我们小偶像三人组的出道。
那么接下来，让我们一起来看看，在新爱丽都的故事里，我们的神将是怎样遇见妄想天使的吧。
请看。
What do you want New Eridu to hear more? Your name or your voice?
My voice, of course.
I already like the effects they're putting on this trailer.
See? Arya, I told you everyone would like the real you.
But I'm an intelligent construct who deceived everyone with a projected image. I'm not the pretty girl everyone likes at all.
Suna, Arya, Nangong. Would you like to perform the lighting ceremony with me?
If I turn the inspiration I just had into a song, it's gonna be a huge hit.
A song left unfinished. What a shame.
Everyone,
I'm not gonna pause it yet.
Angels of Delusion, come solve it! 3, 2, 1. I wanna send all the bad guys flying! Opening for you, the door to music!
It's my turn to shine. Grab the mic and stand with me. Angel Ultimate. Wink, wink. We're not at the handshake stage yet. Dance time, Suna.
Okay.
Gilbert character is almost here. I have to get this done right now.
I hope we can work together and shut down this plot to disturb the peace in New Eridu.
You're so slow.
That's Yokai.
Of all emotions, delusion is the most intoxicating. It drifts and shimmers. Oh, awash in vivid hues. This is the stage I love. The one I pictured, dreamed of, and
Happy New
obsessed
Year,
over.
Roxy.
Hoping to one day stand.
Why'd they show the horse thing?
Grow as they should, and each year brings something new.
Then please, shout out your wishes as loud as you can. Even the wildest delusions are totally fine, you know.
Yeah, let's go. There's Caesar. Let's go.
We are Angels of Delusion.
There's Bernice's hand. I recognize that hand. Okay. I was muted. Hold on. Did that happen when I did this? Okay. I muted myself by accident. Was I muted for that entire time? I can't remember. Because I just noticed I pressed the space bar and then I looked over. Hey, my mic's not working. So obviously they showed off some outfits. Cool. That means they're going to get outfits. Okay. You heard me? Cool. Then it must have been right when I pressed spacebar because I was tapping to OBS. That's yokai. There were some robots. I think this was the voice of that was Allegra's Clark's voice that was talking about a song left unfinished or something. It's the voice of Fairy. Her name is Allegra Clark, and I think that's the voice we're hearing here. Not here, but
A song left unfinished. Arya, Nangong.
it's this voice.
Would you like to perform the lighting ceremony?
That sounds like Fairy's VA. I might be wrong. I think that's Allegra Clark. And then there was Evil Arya or something. Yeah, Evil Arya. Why is Evil Arya and gosh, what's his name? Razor. Razor's like, I'm back, Jane, and I brought 2 robots with me. You'll never betray the clan again, or whatever. I forgot the gang was called. Oh, and the 2 characters from the back. I know they're probably going to talk about it, but if I can find it.
What a shame.
Okay, that's obviously a villain. Like, let's be on the nose. Oh man, is she going to be no, she's not going to be playable. Unfortunately, like, don't even consider it. It's not happening. She's too villain coded.
Nangong.
Where is it?
Stand on.
Make
Where was that group? I can't find them anymore.
I'm an intelligent.
Let me watch this one more time and I'll make it really fast. I just want to see the back of their heads because I think, well, the spoilers may look, ooh, who are they? That makes it interesting. Because after this is kind of an issue in Zenless right now. We have no idea who's coming after Arya. Not Arya, after Nangong Yu. So, we really don't know who to expect. This looks, the ears, I don't know if those ears are look like Seth's ears, but they very well could be. Obviously, these are aren't you going to be excited for these characters scene? So, we'll find out who they are. I don't really care until they tell us more. That's how my opinion is. It's like, oh, okay. I just want to see them in more clarity. Whoops. Let's get back to, yeah, Caesar's in the crowd. Let's go. Ella's friends are all here too. That's funny.
Because we make every delusion come true.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's Bernice's hand. I might be wrong. That might be Belle's. It's hard for me to tell because this looks red. Sorry, no one cares about that. That's just a me thing. So as of right now, I think they looked cool. They looked interesting. Not Arya. I think I'm pulling for Arya just because I would have I don't have enough anomaly agents on my account, so Arya would help with that. And that's about it. Maybe if the story is really good, I'll pull for the group. But as of right now, it's just Arya and maybe Nangong Yu. As of right now, I'm probably skipping Sunna unless someone in chat bribes me otherwise.
在过去的1年里，我们经历了许多惊心动魄的历险，但无论如何都可以等年后再
Make
说了。
this slightly
因
faster.
为
Whoops.
新爱丽都即将迎来1年1度的欢庆时刻——拓金日。
Yeah, it's the Happy New Year's thing. Be sure to
不一样的吧？
没错，
be excited and spend some money or something.
今年的主办方将在陈辉坪布置起岁灯，举办特别的点灯仪式。
哎，那神将自己的节日
I did like the scenes for this.
拓金日
It looked pretty.
我们这是建章环节，没有那种拯救新爱丽都的安排。福妇师姐也说要邀请林和哲一起过拓金日呢，除非又有意外委托登门造访。
照你这样说，意外委托应该已经在路上了吧？
虽然很遗憾，但确实如此。比福妇师姐先来的是一则紧急委托。
Jufufu?
室内发生了几起
Let me check my
受到指示的失控案
subtitle
件
options.
治安局
Yeah, they're the
怀疑事
same,
情和某
the
个
right
非法
size.
智能体有关。简因此得到指示，带着一位大人物的委托。
Yay,
跟神
Jane's
将
back.
见面。
委托，明明是节日临近的时候。
And also, we finally have a commission again. It's like the story's forgotten that we're a proxy. If they haven't forgotten, it's just hasn't been relevant to the Wi-Fi Peninsula
就
storyline.
可以顺道前往揭晓的404 Arrow 音乐现场观看演出了。
妄想天使组合就将在这里再次登场。
是的，小天使们正在筹备一场以致梦想家为主题的拓金日演出，这也是他们的首次线下演出。说起来，404 Arrow 的主理人似乎是一位。
Oh my gosh, is she gonna be No, she's not gonna be playable. Stop asking.
的喜爱和信任，还总喜欢打扮他们的神秘声乐老师。他的声音和样貌总是给人一种熟悉的感觉。
看来小小的404 Arrow 里也藏着非常多的秘密呢。
总之，希望他们演出。
I mean, it'd be funny. I'm not opposed to her being playable, but so many people saw Isoda and they were like, "Oh my gosh, guys, she's going to be playable." They even did like the hair split in the back for her dress. She has to be playable. Nope. That was not true. If she were going to be playable, they would have shown her sooner and not in that cutscene or whatever. I'm not saying I don't want Isolde to be playable. I was just never on board with her obviously being playable.
立 flag 的话，
可是谁会忍心让他们遭遇挫折呢？
一定是特别穷凶极恶的坏人，或者是坏构造体，又或者是坏智能体。
关于构造体，神将们之前就已经有所了解了。
An
白月
evil
师傅
intelligent
还有
construct.
比
Yeah, let's go,
都是这样的
Billy.
构造体
Let's go. They don't. This is a custom one because you don't ever see him pose like this in front of the store. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. So they did that manually.
市民，但智能体当然也有人把他们称呼为人工智能、智能数据体。但
They are talking about AI. This is not pre-watched, by the way.
似乎只有我们亲爱的助手 Ferry。你该不会是在怀疑他？
I was going to say, this is like if they were going to address like the whole, hey, fairy exists. Let's address like the AI in the room. This would be the patch to do it.
但危机与憧憬同行，喜悦与遗憾相伴，这才是新爱丽都，也是神将生活的日常。
没错，即使空洞的威胁和未知的危险仍在，但总
The art for this is always pretty.
有梦想被点亮，总有歌声被听见，总有人守护那些珍。
And I know I'm going to address this now because I've heard some people say it's like, oh man, maybe I'll save it for later. But people say, oh, why couldn't we get an outfit like this? Wouldn't that be cool? And the answer is because it's a lot easier to draw a 2D image with some, like with 3D effects. It's a lot easier to do that than create and model a 3D outfit that is going to be seen by 100,000 different players. That takes a lot more time and effort. I'll slow this back down. I mean, obviously, I think her animations are cute. And it looks like they're going to have the... I didn't mention this earlier. It looks like they're bringing back the team poses. Like, Ben and Kaleda will finally not be the only ones to have a team up move of some sorts that you don't ever see because they are not good together. So they're bringing that back. This is what we expected to happen. If any group was going to have a team up stuff, it would be the idol group.
虽然看起来有些胆怯，但千夏在战斗中的实力意外的不容小觑啊。
She's very cute coded. I understand that.
千夏能够对强攻和异常属性的队友提供独特的帮助。
千夏作战时，他可爱 Q 弹的伙伴泡泡会在部分攻击中对敌方施加猫的凝视效果。
强攻或异常代理人攻击持续命中，被猫凝视的敌人时，可将其引爆。该伤害视为触发代理人造成的伤害。
Yeah, she's a support. When you hit enemies, she buffs your damage or something. It's like, yeah, I get it.
支援代理人的千夏并不会长时间在前线作战，使用特殊技，千夏将召唤泡泡支援战场，能量足够时将会让泡泡重击敌人，同时还能使全队进入天使斜率的状态。如果此时点按特殊技，千夏还能够和泡泡。
Oh, they have her pose for the camera when she uses her EX. I think that's cute. I think there could be some weird instances where it messes up the camera angles and stuff. I think they could have some issues where if you're like stuck in a corner, then it, like you clip into the wall or something.
天下还能够和泡泡协同进攻目标，将开启以太帷幕妄想重奏，提升全队的攻击力。
好可爱的 Wink。
在这份甜蜜暴击后，天下就可以将战场交给泡泡了。当敌人失去猫的凝视时，泡泡会消耗一个魔爪器，再次凝视敌人。
不知道为什么总觉得
Did he say after the sugary hit? Man, if I had a Denny for physical supports that use candy in their attacks, I'd have 2 Denny, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Yeah, Yuzuha's EX, or her special, it's her basic, which is like her candy bullets, her pellets. And so Suna has bubblegum. We're gonna have a candy-coated team at this point.
没错，就是这种感觉。明明是千夏自己害羞了，却偷偷嘀咕着要把观众们塞进地缝里。
没错，在实战中，作为支援辅助的千夏，通过强化特殊技召唤泡泡，对敌人施加猫的凝视，并为队友赋予提升攻击力的 buff。使用大招，千夏舞动大锤打出泡泡，发爆炸。
Whoa, that's crazy. The support buffs your attack? No, say it ain't so. They are showing that the ideal team to use, it's Zhao and her.
我也想获得可爱猫猫的凝视。
那就请跟我一起加入妄想天使应援团吧。
不同于侧重支援的千夏，阳光元气的小天使艾瑞更擅长正面迎敌。
Welcome back, Varessa. You have the same color scheme too, which is very funny.
即使是在作战中，也有很多应援棒正在为艾瑞挥。
I have to address this. Sox Caliber, that is crazy. I don't think we are getting S rank Corrin just because we saw Corrin on screen. That's a bit of a stretch.
助威。
身为以太属性异常代理人，他能够通过蓄力重击对异常状态敌人打出高额爆发伤害。
而它的核心秘密就藏在普通攻击绝对音准中。长按普攻可进行最多3段蓄力。
Very Sailor Moon's coded. Very wow.
吸收周围的应援能量，蓄力速度将大幅提升。当满蓄力攻击命中异常敌人时，会
the color change, not the butt slams. That's Varessa coded. That's just funny. It is comical. It's like, oh, I'm a pretty Sailor Moon girl. Butt slam, butt slam, butt slam. Like, that's funny. Like, I get the humor. I think that's humorous. And not in like a weird, like, not in like a weird sexual way. It's like, no, she's just slamming into the ground. But yeah, this artwork here, very like Sailor Moon transformation coded. I like that. Are these like pills or dials up here? Oh, they're wands. They're right.
比如坠入妄想和光速入坑，命中后即可提供充足的应援能量。额外能力也让艾瑞在开启以太帷幕时获得充足的应援能量。
Yeah, so when they're together, They will pose together when Suna does her EX. Sorry, Suna. I've been saying Suna for so long. Suna. That's cool. We finally brought that back. And you know this is real because you can see like the internal jankiness of like the model is here and then they're gone in an instant. Or you can see her hand clipping away. But Arya just disappears and she has to come back on screen. So you can tell this is not like pre-recorded. This is, I mean, it's pre-recorded, but this is all done in engine, essentially.
接下来看看他在实战中的表现吧。
在队友编织好进攻的序曲后，艾瑞就将登场演奏妄想的终章，
释放终结技元气100%，解放他的全部力量，开启太尾木妄想重奏，并获得多层全场应援效果。
She has the blooms, and they're showing by her team. It's like, wait, why isn't she with another anomaly agent? Because she doesn't really care about being with another anomaly agent. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I can't believe they're going to announce that Nongong Yu is an A rank. I can't believe it. Imagine if that actually happened. Imagine. I would not be opposed to that, but I know a lot of people would get upset. Like, oh no, I can't spend $1,000 on my character now. They're not going to be game-breakingly overpowered. Now they're going to be regular game powered. Like, okay.
看完了千夏和艾瑞的演出，我更期待队长南宫羽的加入了。
说不定3人同台时会创造一场意想。
Nongong Yu is going to help bring the team together. So. It's going to be kind of awkward using the team until she's here.
始终默默陪伴。
没错，就是妄想天使的后援会会长阿范老师。
是的。
So I guess I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about at a better time.
挥舞荧光棒，认真招呼每一个对手。当队伍中有至少2名妄想天使阵营的角色时，他还能提升全队攻击力。
They'll actually buff your attack. It's been a while, because Snap Boo buffs your damage. But it's about time we have a Bang Boo that directly buffs your attack. Night Boo might do it, I can't remember. I think that was a damage buff. But now we have like an undisputed best Bang Boo that directly buffs your attack. Okay, this is all confirmed. I'm expecting the reruns to include, man, who would I even pick? I'm going to guess Haramasa and Chingy, because I think they're the oldest ones who haven't had a rerun, but they kind of put Chingy on the, not the free banner, but the shop, in the shop, to be like, yeah, you can pull for her if you want. Spend $155. I'm still not confident on that. I think if it's going to be a group rerun, it might be Haramasa, Chingy, Yuzuha. That would be my guess if it's the same rerun we had with Alice, Astra, and Ambi. So my thoughts on reruns are Yuzuha, because it's been a while for her, and this is an anomaly character. She wants to be in anomaly teams. Yuzuha, Haramasa, Chingy. Those are my upfront guesses. That's cool. I'm probably not going to get her W engine. It's just her. That's just her. I already have a practice perfectionist, so I will probably not get this.
同样，本次也会为大家带来往期 S 级代人的复刻。神像们可以在上班期的对应频段中抽取。
Oh, see, I forgot. I totally forgot about Yishuan. I forgot about her completely. It's been a while since she's been here. I thought she had a rerun in like 2.2 though. I might be crazy. Unsurprisingly, Yuzuha's here. Shoutouts to the devs making Miasmic Fiend 58% harder to fight, or increasing Miasmic Fiend's health by 58%. During the same time, Yuzuha has not been rerun, so Look at this is the face of someone who ruined the anomaly class. She didn't ruin the class. They made an overpowered support and then said, "Oh man, anomaly's a bit overpowered. We should make them a bit weaker." It's like, why? Why'd you do that? That was unnecessary.
理法器变化登场啦，不要
Whatever
哦。
相应的，大家熟悉的新版本带人、神网头像、性爱事件以及动态壁纸也会一并更新。
一起来看看吧。
I might make a. I mean, this is nice, but it's downtime. I'll talk over it. I might make like a my personal thoughts on the 2.0 story, the season 2 story overall.
随着他们一起降临的，还有全新的可爱时装。
更新后签下的全新时装午后茶歇将会。
Okay, I know someone's saying, "Oh, we're gonna S rank Core." If anything, we are going to get an outfit for Corrin. We're not gonna get an S rank Corrin. We're gonna get a Angels of Delusion outfit for Corrin. She'll get like a little a hair accessory or something. That'd be cool.
茶歇将会上架商城开放。
I'm definitely not getting outfits for the record.
是小偶像生活的另一面呢，让人联想到冬日的暖阳，还有奶油蛋糕、焦糖布丁、果酱松饼。
I mean, it's obviously a good outfit, but I can obviously already tell the people who there are some people who are going to be a bit too excited for these outfits. I am not one of those people, and I will probably not associate myself in those conversations. It's like, oh my gosh, she's so sexy. It's like, thank you for telling me. I don't care. As in, I'm glad you're content. Just don't be overly creepy about it. You don't need to tell the entire world about that. It's fine. I get if you enjoy it. You don't have to tell everyone that you enjoy it to that degree. Now this outfit, I think this actually looks pretty cool. It's like the goth girl vibes, but with the Sailor Moon, but she turned evil for one episode. So now she's pretty but villainous. Wait, I just read that. Little Devil. What can I say? This is not pre-watched.
可爱的步行，这身时装还有标志性的恶魔角和恶魔尾巴呢。正如大家所知道的，艾瑞是一个具有构造体机甲形态和偶像投影少女形态的代。
What if Nangongyu just dies in the story? That would be. People are saying, "Oh, she's gonna be the next character." Nope, she dies. That would be messed up.
为了方便神将们在主城时可以操纵自己想要的形态，我们还新增了切换代理人形态的功能。
是的，神将们在主城时可以点击切换代理人，自由切换艾瑞的形象，
并且
OK
小恶魔时装不协合音也是可以在主城里自由切换形态的哦。
好耶，想要哪个点哪个。
哎，那南宫
虽然现阶段还不能剧透太多，但可以告知的是，准备服装那位老师一定也不会放弃打扮南宫的。
没错，这3款时装都会。
Their teacher. They're making clear reference to the fact that their teacher's an important character, but we're not going to show her just yet.
没错，这3款时装都会参与我们特别。
Or that character that we saw earlier was their teacher. That might be the case. Oh, the discounts through 2.7. That makes sense because Nangongyu is going to release at that time, and they're hoping that people who want to get Nangongyu also have the chance to get these outfits as well. I think that makes sense.
有的，妄想天使的3位成员都会有专属的10连折扣礼包，跟随他们各自的调频器。
Oh, okay. They are going to have unique 10-pull discounts.
3位成员都会有专属的10连折扣礼包，跟随他们各自的调频期间上架商城。
希望能够助力各位神将邀请3小只入队。
讲了这么多，
We hope this encourages you to spend money. It's like, I get it. I get what you're doing. That's fine.
没错，那接下来就有请我们的常驻嘉宾兑换码隆重登场。
The redemption code. I already have this. Why not show the leader first? Because we're building up to her. She's going to bring the group together. Or something. I don't know. 2.7 is going to be about how she gets kidnapped to the outer ring or something and Billy has to save her. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what the 2-point story could even be about. Obviously, I mean, something with yokai, Probably, maybe. But like, how would that involve Seth's brother plus the other lady who was with him? I have no clue.
好呀，我是曹 CC， 很高兴与大家见面。
大家好，我是编剧知识，接下来会为大家带来活动相关的情报。
哎，知识老师，听说除了点灯仪式，拓金日期间，新爱丽都的市民们还在期待另一件好玩的事情。
你是说有
Yeah, go to Carrot
新
Day.
爱丽都最盛大的创作者赛事——新爱丽都起源新法。
对对对，这个活动回报丰厚，曝光不俗，这对不知名的创作者来说，
Yes, a giant horse head. So now we can be even sillier.
可是一个好机会啊。
没错，而且主办方今年为了鼓励更多人参赛，改为依据创作者线上账号发布内容的质量与热度来评定名次。
那我要推荐妄想天使参加比赛。
如你所愿，他们已经得到了比赛资格，目前只差一位能够运营创作者账号的专业人士。
Nominate them, Spook Shack. They're online content creators. They write ghost stories.
对呀，这不巧了吗？小天使们已经提供了荣誉经纪人的身份，邀请神将们前往帮忙。
You can also tell it's a complete scene change because we're back in our regular outfits instead of the Yunque Summit outfits. You thought Bringer was Seth's brother? That's interesting.
活动中，神将会作为工作人员陪伴妄想天使开展训练，并负责偶像账号的经营工作，帮助妄想天使提高心愿值，朝着最终奖励迈进。
说到经营账号，少不了要发表一些他们日常表演的素材。
正是如此，在闪耀乐章和独奏音符玩法中，可以演奏小偶像的新歌和其他一些神将熟悉的曲目，选择不同的 C 位，即可获得不同的偶像技能，还可以积累 favor 值，进入妄想时刻。
I do like all the effort you can tell they put into this.
还会进行日常的直播排练，并定期上传视频来运营自己的账号，力求为大家呈现出最完美的妄想天使。
而在竞演对决玩法中，则需要跟随音乐节奏操作艾瑞。
Hey, don't think you could skip that. I saw that. I saw Lighter and Monato. Let's go. I don't know what this is off the top of my head. I can't recognize this.
而在竞演对决玩法中，则需要跟随音乐节奏操作艾瑞应对敌人的攻击，危机时刻会红光光提示。
Oh my gosh, it's an actual rhythm game using the mechanics of the game. That's so good. That's so smart. That makes so much sense. Because here's the thing. I made this joke earlier, but we're going back to Street Fighter. Fighting games are just rhythm games. There is a rhythm to things of how you input your directions, of how you move your characters around. It's all about following a rhythm, and you're trying to match your opponent's rhythm and figure them out. It's so cool and interesting. And Zenless's combat is very rhythm focused. As in, like, if you're a really good player, you understand that, hey, this enemy will do this attack pattern, and when he does that, I know I can do this move and get away with it. And so it's nice to see that the action combat game is recognizing the action in their combat has rhythm to it, and they are utilizing it for this mode. I like that. Yes, let's go! Bring back, we need more casual content for this game. Oh, let's go! An actual slide, yes! What is that? I saw stuff about, they're gonna show us again. What was that? Not pay it, no! Look what they did! They'll show it. Okay, yes, this is the fate of the Dragon Warrior. It doesn't look bad, but like, I think it looks fine. It's just funny that out of all characters in the game to get an outfit, it's Pan. It's a character who doesn't even synergize with these characters. He doesn't synergize with Suna. He doesn't synergize with Arya. Why we get an outfit? It's for the Yishuan's rerun. It's like, oh, we're rerunning Yishuan, so we'll have a Pan outfit. It's like, I guess. Master Chef, that's a great one. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it is interesting that of all characters out of all A ranks to get a skin next, it's Pan. At least Monto's was like a palette swap. I wish we had more palette swap skins. I am very comfortable. Not comfortable. I would be very content if Zenless said, you know what, here's a bunch of palette swap skins we made because they were really simple and easy to do. People say, oh man, that's cheap. No. I like that. I want more options. Even in fighting games, you get to pick slightly different color variations. I love palette swaps. And what is this? This is nonsense. It makes horse sounds? That's very goofy. In a good way. Hollow Zero, yes, brand new mode for Hollow Zero. I've heard about this, but I did not look too much into it. Oh no, a new enemy, watch out, no spoilers. She obviously looks like the character, the evil, intelligent construct we saw earlier. Ooh, what a shock. The character that looked like a villain turned into a villain. Why is Rena on this team? What the heck? What is Rena doing here? Don't think you can get that past me? That's crazy. Oh, okay. That's why Rena's on the team. That makes more sense. Oh, that's cool, yes! Hey, you have a bunch of agents on your account, and you like using them. Here's a way to use them. Yes! I want more of that. That's good. Okay, so there's a pool of characters you can select. Okay, that makes more sense.
新玩法中还将有大量全新的明徽以及适配不同血战代理人的血战武备可供选择。神将们及其适配不同职业流派的明徽，可以提升血战代理人的支援技。升级血战武备还能打出更强的伤害哦。比如丽娜的武备能在战斗中提供更长时间的极限视域支援，并附加增伤效果。升级后
Ooh, longer vital view? Like they're gonna do stuff with evasive assist now? Let's go.
敌人一定百分比的失衡值，并延长其失衡时间。升级后，在敌人失衡结束时，也可以直接积累一定量的失衡值。更多丰富的策略流派，就欢迎神将们自行探索了。期待上线后
Yes, more casual coded content. I love this.
别忘了 2.6 版本的新代理人千夏和艾瑞也将迎来他们专属的战术冷静方案，欢迎大家体验哦。
What is the DPS Sona gear going to be? Because Astra gets laser beam she can shoot. What is... Sorry, did I say Sona? It's Suna. I'm about to say, where were the subtitles? Okay.
在此汇总展示，方便大家查漏补缺，发现漏价的就可以针对性的前往获取哦。
当然，我们也会继续为大家减负。2.6 版本起，0号空洞将上线扫荡功能，神将们使用深度清扫服务卡就可以对。
Hey, welcome back. That's Nineveh, right? I'm pretty sure that's Nineveh. Yeah, we're going back to Nineveh. Let's go.
功能，神将们使用深度清扫服务卡就可以对挑战关卡和收集系统一键扫荡。
是的，包括枯萎之都、断层之谜等在内的关卡。
No, what? It's like, hey, you can skip all this content now. No, play the game. No. As a reward for playing the game, we've developed a system so you could ignore parts of the game. Like what? No, play the game, you cowards. Wither Domain's really fun.
新版本后大家就可以用起来啦。
新年伊始，有没有什么轻松休闲的活动呀？
有的，在活动福至泰来中，神将就收到了不少邀请，要去朋友们那儿串门、赶场，与大家共庆破镜日。
哇，红豆姐姐还换了一身新衣裳呢。
新年气象嘛。
Hey, sweetie, let's go.
神将还会从朋友们那里获得特别的礼物。
谁压最前，破今日这就对。
They knew she would be popular when they designed her.
除了有红包，还有电影大片哦。为了庆祝拓金日，引力电影院推出了特殊节日片单。
Yes.
一起观赏，还有佳节折扣。
More movies. More movie dates. Let's go. Yes. We'll get Billy. Let's go. S-rank Billy inbound. It's not happening. We are not getting S-rank Billy. I'm the Billy guy. I'm not a believer. I'll believe it when I see it. I know we'll get it eventually, right? The question is not if we're going to get it. The question is when. I don't think it's happening in 2.7.
参与活等待你人以及
Yeah, let's go, Billy. Get out of here, sweetie. No one cares about you. Get out of here, sweetie. Let the real sweetheart in. Yeah, Billy, let's go.
以及饮茶线的好邻居红豆等人。
If we're not watching Starlight Nights, I don't know what the game is on. It has to be watching the Starlight Nights. It has to be.
共同前往隐秘电影院，享受荧幕前的悠闲时光，
这次还有独属于妄想天使3位成员的特别邀约哦。
和重要的人一起挑上一部心仪的影片观赏，进行一些小声又有趣的交谈，增进感情。这份陪伴也是隐秘电影院想要献给大家的节日礼物呢。
不同于以往的是，在观影的最后一天，还会为每位神将生成一份同行者图鉴，不仅记录着大家的点评，还会根据观影选项来给出大家身为观影同行者的类型哦。
完成活动还可以领取活动名片、称号、菲林等奖励。
新版本中还有一位熟悉的朋友要和大家见面。
Oh no, it's the camera. I thought it was a different character. Yes, bring back the camera. Let's go.
看来是大家喜欢的
More thumbnails, please. I'm running out. I'm not running out. I took so many pictures.
按下快门，捕捉精彩瞬间，满足相应的拍摄目标，即可为战斗提供增益。
普通的空洞已经无法满足他也了。
The thumbnail generous. Now your Angel of Delusion thumbnails can look better. Was that a PS2 logo? What was that? That looked like the PS2. What the heck it is? It's just the PS2. That's funny. It might be PS1, but I grew up with the PS2, so to me it looks like a PS2 logo. Yeah, this is great. This is good. I like this. Better camera control. That's a good point. I think it's good with what we have. I have a collection of, I can show it. I have a giant, it's not in here, it's this. I'll do it off screen real quick. This PC, screen, program files, Hoyo Play, games, Zenless, screenshots. Okay. I have a ton of screenshots for stuff for potential thumbnails. There are some I took recently, but yeah, I even have I haven't used them yet, but I have a bunch for Piper. In case there's like a time or a moment I can use with Piper. I think this is a cool one to use. I was trying this one here is a really good one. So anyway, I have I like the event for the screen for thumbnails. So I'm glad it's coming back. Hold on, that didn't slip past me. I saw Big Daddy there. That's Big Daddy right there. You can't get that past me. I saw that in an instant. I was like, hold on, I recognize that. That's funny. Dude, that S-Rank Big Daddy, he's confirmed. Chat, they confirmed. Big Daddy's going to be a character. Yes. That's not the case. These are jokes. It's the googly eyes, it's the sunglasses. It's a joke. He's not going to be playable. It's not happening. I would love for it to happen, but he's not happening. At least not yet.
完成活动可获得调绿校音器、帮步券、菲林等奖励。话说，妄想天使最近遇到些小烦恼，正在寻求帮助呢，这是怎么回事呀？知识老师。
Oh, I turned off the subtitles. That's why I couldn't understand them.
话说，妄想天使最近遇到些小烦恼，正在寻求帮助呢，这是怎么回事呀？知识老师。
是塞西利亚为他们准备了个惊喜舞台的表演机会，但是恰好遇到了小天使们的瓶颈期，所以就发布了寻找助教的委托。
Oh yes, I did see something about this. They bring back this event. Yes, let's go. This art style in this event. Let's go.
作为助教，神将需要为妄想天使安排训练内容，
It's the
提升其熟练度。
visual novel with Tetris.
训练结束后，还要通过测试来验收成果，合理利用天使们的技能加成，获得更高分数。通过测试吧。
完成活动可以领取活动专属名片、菲林等奖励，和妄想天使一起引爆无趣的日常吧。
特别提醒的是，这个活动会在今天开启，神将要记得前往哦。神将们熟悉的玩法临界推演，在本次也迎来了更新。首先，
Yes,
神将们有更好的体验。
this mode has been fun. I have not. I wish I had played more of this. I can still play more of it, but
故事节点呢，则是保留为一个，分别对应。
I love that this is an outlet for people who like modes like Deadly Assault but don't really care for Deadly Assault. and you can use more teams. I like this mode a
在结
lot.
局界面增加了 Last Stage 的评级，养成按钮也用文字更清晰地展现出来了。
本次如果神将们
That's
在特定
different.
周期内通关活动的话，还会有非零奖励。
完成挑战关卡及结局收集，除了菲林，还有定制头像、称号等奖励哦。
新版本中，区域巡防和实战模拟室不仅有大家熟悉的特定期限内材料和驱动盘掉落双倍 up， 还有新的活动哦。
是的 ，HRA 俱乐部举办了一个特别的翻牌活动
High
参与
score
战斗
card
就会获
collector.
得
What?
几张漆印，收集到几张漆印后，就可以参与翻牌，获得更多的
Okay,
费
it's
没
this
错
event.
在
That
翻
makes
牌活动
sense.
期间，除了可以挑战获取双倍材料，还能顺便翻翻牌子，获得额外的菲林、矿物券等资源。
Hey,
奖励
play the game, get
讲完
rewards.
上述的
Yeah,
内
that
容
makes sense.
接下来
That's
是
fine.
6版本调优相关的介绍了。
是的，首先是拍照系统。为了迎接即将到来的拓金日，我们新增了一个特别的拍照画框。
好耶，这下可以给伙伴们自制自然异都风味的贺卡了。
也有
OK
让觉得日常训练副本的结算动画太长，这次我们也做了一项优化。
是的，更新后设置其他中会新增一个默认开启的选项按钮，把结算动画加速，减少大家重复枯燥的观看体验，为神将们节省更多的时
Okay.
间。
That's nice. That's neat. There are times I think after a fight in like after a boss fight, that should be kept in.
不喜欢也可以随时关闭的哦。HDD 的展示也有做优化。我们
Like
在球体上
Shield Defense and Deadly Assault,
这
they
样
should
神将
keep
们
it
会更
in.
直观的从主界面看到还有哪些奖励没有拿满，更方便查漏补缺了。
此外，我们还优化了快捷手册内养成的体验。
Oh, okay, that's nice.
神将们可以
And I want them to go back to this. Like go back to this interface of missions.
此外，我们还优化了快捷手
Whatever.
册内养成的体验。更新后，神将们可以在快捷手册的训练页签快速选择特训目标的代理人了。
是的，选择目标后，对应关
Oh,
卡
we
列
get
表
the
会相关的
oh,
头像
okay.
同
That's
时
just a way to
会
make
在列表内置
so I don't have to go to an
或者
external
利用
site to look up
关
what
卡排序
equipment
然
they
后优先展
need.
示
养成变得更清晰，更方便
That
操
makes
作。
sense.
接下来是活动告知部分。首先，妄想天使的3位队员将于3月6日在他们的官方账号上做一场特别的直播。
这也是
Oh, they're hosting a special live stream? I like this pixel art, by the way. Very nice.
他们的直播首秀，
Their debut live stream performance, March 6th.
会有怎样可爱的内容呢？
That's kind of late.
请神将们记得关注妄想天使官方账号。那么接下来再为大家带来一个好消息，
绝区零 Zenless Live 2026 Signal Loss DJ Live 线下演出火热开启。
本次演出将由我们的首席音乐人以亲自领航，带你踏入这片神秘领域。在这里，外界的喧嚣被隔绝，信号无从追踪，唯有舞台与音乐在不断回响。
不仅如此，我们的小天使们也为本次活动精心准备了超多应援周边。
I want to speed this up a little bit. Because they're basically just announcing, here's a live event, go watch it and have fun. Yeah, I get it.
火热开售中，更多活动详情，请持续关注我们的官方社交媒体账号。
除了音乐演出之外，妄想天使全球应援企划甜蜜暴击也正式拉开帷幕。
Sugar Rush. That's in Wreck-It Ralph. You can't do that.
为庆祝妄想天使即将登场，来自世界各地的合作品牌们纷纷加入应援行列，为小天使们打 call， 希望能将小天使们那份可爱与治愈的能量传递到世界的每一个角落，让可爱震撼全世界。
无论线上还是线下参与活动，都有机会领取限定周边礼品哦。哎，是小鱼和11。小鱼和11，你们刚用3小时的电脑在干什么呀？
趁着你们在街上，我们抓紧给神将们准备了一些冬日新意。
Okay, this is where they're announcing, we're going to give you a bajillion pulls. Let's go. Here's a bajillion polychromes, infinite polychromes.
希望大家喜欢。
怪不得我一直觉得缺了点什么重要的东西呢。
你感觉得很对，不过好东西不怕久等嘛。
快说快说！
妄想天使的出道，大家一定期待了很久吧？
为了回应大家长久以来的等待，特别是对3小只拥有着强烈团队爱的神将们，我们将会推出专属的天使邀请函活动。
神将
What is this? The Angel's Invitation? I'm assuming this is one of the paid events things. Of like spend $100, you get a thing.
就能领取相应的独家赠礼哦，奖励为常驻获取。
是的，在
Oh, they're permanent.
神将们只要通过调频获得妄想天使的任意一名成员，就能领取。
Oh, okay. That's neat. That's cool. I get it. It's rewarding the players who are already going to pull for the group. Like, hey, you were already investing your time and or money on our game. So here's a little something for you. I like
主
that.
题的侧边蓝吊坠，
是方块主题的小天使头像，还有羽毛吊坠。
如果获得2位成员，就能领取专属的侧边蓝主题皮肤。侧边蓝皮肤的素材来源是一位匿名原画老师为小天使们。
So what about getting all of them?
那如果集齐3位小天使，能领取什么样的
It's going to be easy to claim all 3 because she's going to be an A rank, obviously.
呢？
这组属于3小只的特别看板， 请看
An exclusive wallpaper? Oh boy.
这也是我们的首个多角色看板，沙发、电脑、吉他构成了他们平凡却温馨的日常生活。
不止如此，还记得我们很久以前被人爆料的原画概念图吗？
等等，我想起来了，这个看板
Oh
是
yeah,
独立的那个
that's
房间
funny.
你是刚刚小鱼和11。
没错，我们真的为各位神将把它做。
What is this in the background? Is this Corn with a chain? Or is this S rank Corn? Socks, if you're still here. Okay, back in.
没错，我们真的为各位神将把它做出来了，带给大家独属于他们3个的美好时光。
哇，不敢想象每天看到这样鲜活的3小只，我会有多么幸福。
另外，这个活动的奖励将会跨越版本常驻，未来版本3小只复刻的时候，也是有机会在鸡蛋以上所有奖励的。
只要时间够久，我一定可以等到。
还记得2.5前单中有提到我们后续会对常驻角色进行补强吗？
当然记得，你的意思是我们现在就要启动这个计划了？
没错，在2.6版本，代理人莱卡恩将会迎来一次补强。
Yay, Lycon's enhancement. I knew about this already. But I want to see how they explain it. So I'll slow this back down.
动作，并且为它增加了一项全新的流场机制，让莱卡恩可以配合前场代理。
Oh no, the 1.0 team. Let's go.
新增快速支援出场机制，希望它能够更好的帮助神将。
全新的流场机制，这真的是一个非常非常新的东西了，已经迫不及待想要上手了。
除此之外，为了回应大家的期待，我们在2.6版本同时。
Okay, before we get there, I want to comment on this. This novel mechanic allows him to remain on field. For the longest time, people were saying the only way we could get another character to stay on field was if they had an aftershock. Turns out that's not true. In fact, that's not even remotely true. That was just I don't want to say gimmick, but that was a specific attack type tied to continuing to attack the enemy while you're technically but not technically off field. And now they're saying, oh yeah, he can do this. It doesn't count as aftershocks. So I want to stop hearing people talk about, oh, if they have to include more aftershocks. Like, no. That's just a gameplay mechanic gimmick name. They could call it after brawl. They could call it after brawl. Oh, it's completely different than the original. It's called after brawl. Yeah, exactly. Here to milk. Sambi's special attack is an aftershock because the game says it is. It's not inherently because she's off field doing a move. She has to be on field.
非常非常新的东西了，已经迫不及待想要上手了。
除此之外，为了回应大家的期待，我们在2.6版本同时会对限定代人千羽优真进行一次。
Yeah, Harumas is getting a buff. I already knew that. Harumas is getting a buff. He's also not getting a rerun. I know, because they already told us who's rerunning. This is very funny. I find this extremely humorous. Because I've heard R2 talk for a long time, like, oh man, Harumas is definitely getting a rerun. And I have to side-eye him when he says that, because it's like, I don't think that's happening. I think Harumasa has a very specific audience he was designed for, and that audience did not really buy the character that much. Like they like the idea of having Harumasa, but they don't like the idea of playing Harumasa. That includes me. I don't love playing Harumasa. I like playing him in his joke teams, in his bad teams, but I personally do not love playing Harumasa. And that's just a me thing.
我们为它新增了具有全新的表现、性能更强的强化特殊技，以及数据提升、部分连招优化，来提升它的战斗容错率。
不愧是对空佑克的精英的人，我就知道他一直都在扛着病体，默默努力。
此外
And essentially, these buffs are Harumasa is better at doing the things he is already doing. And like, that's great. But if you already struggle to play Harumasa, these won't help you play him better, if that makes sense. Like, if you are struggling to play Harumasa with these buffs, you will still struggle to play Harumasa. That doesn't change.
诗歌潘影湖的新时装。
Yeah, this is the real character we want. Let's go! Iron Chef Warrior Pan.
钻玉喷青会作为限时福利送给大家，神将们在2.6版本期间参与限时活动就能够免费。
It looks good.
后续
Supreme
也会上架商城开放购买。
It's got a goal. It's not a walk anymore. It's a pan.
不止呢，摘下帽子。
No, it is still a walk. Never mind.
一个大白馒头，
这个也是。
I just thought it was different before.
上下半分别送出的10枚加密母带。
Is it a walk? Because walks usually don't have those kinds of handles. Those long handles. That's why I'm saying that.
级代人罩及直升40级养成材料。
Hold up, Shout. You have to stop right there. Harumasa's story was goated, dude. What are you talking about? Harumasa had one of the top best stories in the game. What are you talking about? That's insane. Anyway.
我们之前送出的 S 级代人罩及直升40级养成材料。 在 2.6 版本期间，仍是
Oh yeah, they're saying that, hey, by the way, Zhao's still free. Install the game, please. Pretty please, play our game.
神将们
Wait. Oh, okay. She's through 2.6 then. That's interesting.
不过这可是1年1度的拓金日，
Or at least her upgrade stuff is.
当然了，这可是新爱丽都最重要的节日呀。
为了迎接即将到来的拓金日，我们为各位神将准备了一份特别的惊喜，来自神网会员的惊喜大放送活动将于1月30日开启。神将们在活动期间通过每日登录、消耗体力等完成任务，即可获得300菲林。
Very interesting.
菲林的神网会员节日版月卡1张。
等一下，我没有听错吗？是月卡，而且
Oh, it's a free internet membership.
那让导演老师帮忙。
That's nice. That's cute.
不用，我只是想给我们的人机电狗制造一些身临其境的感觉罢了。
神将们在看到前瞻直播的当天就可以参与任务啦。任务进度全部完成以后呢，就能够在 2.6 版本更新后免费领取到神网会员节日版了。
That's nice. It's rewarding the people. Hey, thanks for playing the game. Here's some polychromes for it.
比平时打工的时候更潇洒。
Why not? That's nice.
言归正传，神网会员节日版获取后。
And what are they going to do with those polychromes? They're going to spend it on their characters. Let's go.
300菲林，另外每天还能够再领取90菲林哦。
好耶，是菲林，我们来了。
并且节日版月卡可以和普通版月卡同时生效。如果神将们已经拥有了普通月卡，激活节日月卡后呢，每天是可以领取2份奖励哦。
拓金日在即，当然要好事成双。
特荣讲一句，养成月卡同时领取的话，还会有非常炫酷的弹窗效果哦。
比起弹窗，应该跟大家说的是，神将们总共可以获得3300菲林，
价值和情绪价值都非常重要。 对了，听说新埃里都为了庆祝这一次的拓金日，还准备了一个特别活动，只要来参与的话，就能瓜分40亿菲林。
等一下
，The 4 billion. What?
在2月14日至2月20日期间，拓金日活动拓金游戏好事城邦将会开启。神将们每天登录可参加1次抽奖，在获取30菲林的同时，还可以获得1枚特别的邦布徽章。如果当天神将们消耗了一定的电量的话，还能够额外再抽3次。
40亿怎么变成30菲林了？
你别急，本次活动另有玄机。
Is this like that Star Rail thing where you could choose to opt in for like I'm going to convert it to Zenless. You could choose to get 60 polychromes, or you could choose to get into the lottery thing that gave you like 6 bajillion polychromes. Is that what this is? That's so funny. If you have 4 billion polychromes on your account, you are set, dude. Like you never have to spend money again. Like you can just get the internet membership thing, and you can get every agent in the game. Like you're never spending money on this game again.
我知道了，这个特别的邦布徽章有点说法。
Unless you're the person to get like Mindscape 6 everyone. Even if I were to win this, I don't think I would ever do that. Because I'm a hoarder. At least in RPG games, I will hoard resources until there's no reason to have them anymore.
这个徽章就是瓜分40亿菲林的重要道具。
细说怎么瓜分？
在2月17日和2月21日这2天就是重要的
That's
的日子了。
so they're going to be 4 winners?
提前积攒好的邦布徽章前来瓜分40亿菲林的大奖池。
那我是不是一共能拿大几百菲林啊？
只有你一个人参加的话，还能拿到40亿菲林呢。
好。那我现在的首要任务就是连夜雇佣蚁孩们裁断其他。
Hold on, let me see that. What? If you were the only... Hold on. Let me slow that down again.
我能拿大几百菲林啊？
只有你一个人参加的话，还能拿到40亿菲
Okay.
林呢。
好。那我现在的首要任务就是连夜雇佣蚁孩们裁断其他神将的网线。
我们新爱都可是很公平的，讲究的是有福同享，只要来参加活动就能够获得菲林，以及做坏事可得小心被治安局逮捕。
既然踩不断网线，那只能预祝神将们好运无限啦。 更多活动信息，还请神将们关注后续资讯。
So it's from a pool. Everyone's getting some collection of this thing.
在
That's
本次节目
funny.
结束之前，我们也想代表绝区零全体项目
That's far less exciting, but
组提前祝福
That
各位
makes
神
sense.
将拓金日快乐。
特今日快乐！也希望新爱丽都能陪伴大家走过一年又一年。
是的，希望大家快快乐乐玩游戏，开开心心过假期，常回新爱丽都看看哦。
那新爱丽都有没有为神将们准备点什么回家好礼？
有的有的，在2月16日，我们还会为神将们送上特别准备的拓金日祝福和纪念礼物。登录游戏即可通过邮件领取。
希望神将们也能感受到新爱丽都的温度。
是的，绝区零2.6版本旧梦难可取，2月6日即将上线。神将们，我们
不见不散，拜拜。
that was nice. That was all right. I wanted to see more stuff about TV mode. Not TV mode, but right now we kind of have an issue of I'm sure they'll do this later, but the commissions you can post right now are only for a specific number of bosses and for the hard mode of story missions that you haven't done yet. The problem is when those run out, you don't have anything to post for those daily missions. So it's a cool system that they set up, but they kind of need to expand it sooner rather than later. Or sooner rather than later. That's so dumb. So all in all, I thought this was really good. This didn't get me excited, if that makes sense. Like, I don't watch this and say, oh boy, I'm super excited. But it did make me, I am content after seeing this. I am pleased. I wish they had, what would I say for a review? I just hope the story is really good. I like the story and the gameplay modes we were shown. So I do like that a lot. Other than that, I didn't have anything specifically planned. I could do some stuff in the game if people want me to. Let me put my music back on. I did hear some people talking about mentioning the pull count. I have had to stay off the internet for most of the day, though, so I didn't get spoiled on everything. It is funny that, not here. Where is it? They are rerunning Yishuen and Yuzuha, but not Harumasa. I think that is very telling. Because I've heard from the longest time that R2, for some reason, will say, no, dude, don't. Harumasa actually sold really well. Like, dude, if Harumasa sold really well, he would have had a rerun by now. Like, that's just how that money... Say what you want. The people behind this game want this game to make as much money as possible. If Harumasa was a super seller agent, he would have had a rerun by now. Like, that's just how that works. We don't have enough characters in the game for Harumasa to be not rerun at this point. Yeah, Harumasa, like, people like the idea of Harumasa's story is incredible. Harumasa's merch is all really good. Harumasa as a character is really good. Harumasa's gameplay is very annoying if you don't practice it. Like, you kind of have to learn the character to play him. And that turns some people off. They're like, oh, I have to learn to play this? And I would say he's a bit personally, I would say he's a bit too complicated even for me. I don't enjoy his level of complexity as much as I enjoy other characters' complexity. Because his complexity is kind of not even about him, it's about the other characters you can pair with him. So for instance, how Billy plays doesn't drastically change if you switch agent, except for maybe Dylan, because Dylan's just that crazy insane. But like, if you swap out Jufufu with Caesar, Billy, how you play Billy does not fundamentally change. Swapping out which anomaly agent and which stunning you're using for Harumasa can actually drastically change how you play him. Yes, exactly. Who that's a great point. Legend. I don't know how to say the rest of your name. Sorry. Too many numbers for me. Hey, yeah, but hey, Harumasa is getting his potential unlocked, so he'll deal more damage potentially. I know the changes already. We can look them up if we want to. But essentially it's, hey, we made his EX a different EX, or his EX is slightly stronger, and we made his ult better. That's essentially what it is. That doesn't change the whole, like, having to play around anomalies and stun. So if you struggle to do that, this buff doesn't change that. It's not like Soldier 11, where she struggled to do basic attacks. And they changed her in a way so she can actually do her basic attacks now much more safely. Yeah, honestly, Lycon's potential sounds a bit more interesting to me than Harumasa's. Because Harumasa, oh, we buffed some moves. Yeah, cool, whatever, that's nice. Some new animations, EX and ult are better, cool. That's nice. Anyway, Lycon's on field. So what can we do now with him? How will that work when there are multiple enemies on field? How will that affect the tracking of certain hits? The bigger question, if you give someone a free unit, why not add them to the standard banner? That's a great question. I think Harumasa could eventually be added to the standard banner or the shop. But the problem is, a Mindscape 6 Harumasa is actually really strong. We can look at it real quick. I don't know why they didn't talk about her. She's supposed to be in the group, but I never heard anything about her. Anyway. What was the question again? Harumasa's Mindscape 6. We're going to scroll quickly so we don't see leaks. There we go. After this move hits stunned enemies or enemies under anomaly, Harumasa will ignore electric resistance. Every 12 times the enemy is hit by this move, trigger an extra explosion, dealing 1500% of Harumasa's attack to the target as electric damage. For comparison, for the power level of standard agents Mindscape 6s, this is Rina's. EX chain and ult hit an enemy. The team's electric damage is increased by 15% for 8 seconds. Now, I'm not that smart, but one of these looks way better than the other. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. That's a giant number. You don't have to be good at playing Harumasa. If you can just do this, you are dealing way too much damage. So yeah, that is the only thing hesitating me from saying Harumasa's going to definitely be on the standard banner. But then again, you'd have to get a Mindscape 6 Harumasa, and then you'd have to decide to play him, right? I think enough people already don't play him, so that wouldn't really be that big of an issue. Personally, I have a Mindscape 0 Harumasa. I'd love to get his M1 for free. They could give him away for free, and I still think people will choose to not play him. People would choose to play other agents instead. But if I got his Mindscape 1, hey, I'd love that. I would enjoy that. Can I open the game now? Would that people want to see that? That's a fair point, Inferno. I do not have Mindscape standard Mindscape 6 standard agents, but some people do. If you've been spending money a bit more than I have, there's a good chance you've been getting also, if you lose enough 50/50s, you are going to get those characters. Because right now we have 6. I mean, I could just look at my account real quick. I'll turn off the display capture real quick for privacy reasons, of course. See, here's a problem, Hip Hop Brothers. I don't think that's correct. I've heard that argument before of like, oh, if people get this character, then they won't pull for others. It's like, no, hold on a second. A lot of people pulled for Soldier Zero Ambi because they like the character Ambi, right? It was not about her power. The casual audience for Zenless did not care how strong Ambi was as much as they cared about, oh, it's Ambi. I like that character. I want to pull for her. Not to say that that's completely wrong. There are some people who would think like that. I did not. Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, I turned off the display capture, but did not turn off the game capture. So if you saw my email, don't email me. I also have the game muted. I can change that. That's not the right button. Now I have to get back to OBS so I can actually see things. And then get back into the game so I can see you guys. Let's look at my agents. My Victoria Housekeeping, Bellabog, Cunning Hairs. That's all of them, right? They're from... Oh, wait, Soldier 11. She is from... Not Section 6. Not that. Where is she? Other? Oh, New Air Defense Force. No, it's right there. Okay. So this is my Soldier 11. You can't see her over here. Hold on. She's at Mindscape 2. My Grace, I picked Grace from the selector. I have never pulled Grace. I specifically picked Grace from the 2.0 selector. And then we had a recent selector too. I can't remember. Grace and Kaleda, I have never pulled. I did pull Kaleda. I remember now. I pulled Kaleda, I think when I was pulling for... Was it Qingyi? I think it was when I was pulling for Qingyi. Or trying to get more copies of something. I was trying to get more copies of Monato, I think, and I got Kaleda. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. And this is my Arena, also Mindscape 0. And my Nekomata is Mindscape 2. So personally, I don't have a lot of Mindscapes on characters. I barely have Mindscapes on standard agents. And that's not because I've won a ton of pulls. There's a lot of agents that I've skipped. So I've skipped 11 characters at this point. And I have enough pulls right now for if I specifically wanted a character, I could pull for them. I have enough pulls to guarantee them, at least. But most of these characters didn't really... Not that it didn't interest me, but I did not want to spend pulls for them. Yes, Nongong Yu is most likely going to be an Ether Stun agent. It matches Aria's element. Aria, we already have her kit. the beta access content creators will release their videos about her. Arya is going to be a burst anomaly agent, and the team is lacking a stunner to get to that burst window. So she's going to be a stunner. That's pretty much a guarantee. And it's telling that as part of Lycon's buff, they are, if I recall, they might choose to change this or not. They are going to adjust the requirements for his additional ability. And so if you have Lycon, there's like an argument of like, hey, maybe I don't need to pull for Nangong Yu because Lycon's right here. There's a possibility. I have not gotten his core F because like you're rarely doing his basics anyway, and Lycon, like this 25 attack doesn't really matter for anything. But when he does get buffed, I will probably finish this out. I will not leak it specifically, but if you know in the chat, you already know.
Handmade Rena at your service.
Don't look at me.
I do think it will be funny to have an all-made team with Suna, Corin, or Ellen, and then Rena. I think that would be interesting. I don't think it'll be good. Someone asked earlier, gotcha demo, am I free to play? No. Not specifically. I buy the internet monthly membership thing, so that's $5. And then I think I've bought in the new Eridu $10 pass thing, I think 6 times. It might be 7 or 8. But no, I have never gotten any top-ups. I can, if I go to the store, I can show that. If I can remember where the store is. Here's the monochrome market. These top-ups are all available because I've never spent any money for them in the game yet. Do they show the event? Oh, the film goer thank you event. It's stuck here because I'm not getting it past this level. Now, if someone bribes me to get Suna, I'll probably set like a sub goal of like, hey, spend this much and I'll guarantee I'll spend those pulls on pulling for Suna. I think that would be fun and interesting. But personally, right now, I do not that I don't dislike the character, because I don't know enough about the character yet. But my account does not need Suna, so I'm probably not going to pull for her right now. Sweetie skins before Miyabi? I did hear a rumor earlier, like back in maybe like 2.3 or something, or 2.2, that there was going to be a Miyabi skin, and then it never happened. So I don't know if that rumor was true, or if they were just making stuff up. Yeah, gotcha, Domo. Thanks so much. So Resht, as of right now, until we are able to actually use Lycon, there probably won't be a downside to Lycon's buffs. I'm surprised they are buffing Lycon this early, because Lycon, out of all the standard agents, was the best. Like, he was complete. The only thing he was lacking was an ability to use his basic attacks, because you rarely used him with how you played him. And they decided, you know what, we are buffing him third out of all the standard agents. I thought that was peculiar, because Rena and Kaleda probably need buffs more than he does. They're going to give Miyabi a swimsuit. That's, I mean, I don't know if they would. It would have to be like, in what context would Miyabi want to wear a swimsuit? Did I show you how many polychromes I have? Yes, I have this many polychromes, and that equates to 380 plus 119. That's basically 500 pulls, right? Now you might say, oh man, that's a ton of pulls. You're guaranteed to get everything. Like, no. There's a good chance that the next 2 agents I get, if I lose the 50-50 and I go to 180, if that happens twice in a row, then I'm out of pulls. Then not that I'm out of pulls, but that pull count can quickly dry up if you get unlucky. So I am very careful with how I spend my pulls. Yes, that is right. 10 starts. Suna is going to have, I might as well bring up the logo for them because I don't actually, no, I have the event, in-game event I can look at because I haven't done it yet, actually. And when I literally said I'm reacting to the group, I have not done these events yet. It's like quite literally 0 out of 5. This is also 0 out of 14. I have not done them yet. So, how do I say this? Suna's tier, she's going to be tier 0 because when she releases, the game will cater to making her the best she can possibly ever be. That is usually how tiers work in the context of a meta tier list. Now, in the context of ranking her power outside of hyper shilling, that's different. But in terms of a shilled meta tier list, she's going to be tier 0 until the game decides she's no longer tier 0. But yeah, back to 10 Star's comment about her having ether veils. Yes, that is true. And I've heard people say that because of that, she's replacing Zhao in the team. Like, oh, Zhao is basically a free Suna. And that's fair. That's a fair assessment, I guess. Here's the great thing, though. You can just put both of them together for Ye Xiongguang. So more ether veils mean you can get into your enhanced state even more reliably. And that's only a good thing. That's fair, Resh. I think it is. I think they definitely are experimenting with having a character that it do more stuff while they are off field, or while being the inactive agent, but not being off field. It does feel to me like they are experimenting with how far they can go with that angle. Yeah, Ejigawa has it exactly. Why in the world would I replace Zhao in a Ye Xiongguang team when I can replace Dialin and put Dialin in a team that needs her more? I'm just reading chat right now. It's hard to read chat on probably the live stream right now because it's the background isn't conducive for that. How many not aftershocks can they make? As many as they want until they decide not to. Does Xiongguang take Dylan custody over Ye Xiongguang right now? Okay. I will adjust the text I have right now to say reading chat. Whoops. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. I don't know if I'll create like a donation goal for Suna. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I could do that. Let me know if you want me to get Suna. Because as of right now, I am comfortable saying I will probably pull for Arya, and I might pull for Nangongyu. It is very likely that I skip Suna. Hey, Unorthodox, thanks for joining. Good night. I will do some dailies and then respond to chat. Zest's brother will be right before the Void Hunter Agent of 3.0. That might be true, actually. It is very likely they put the guy before the Superseller Agent. That's very likely. What am I doing? I'm getting coffee. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll see how lucky I can get with drive discs. I actually want to get ice discs because I want to level up Lycon stuff a bit more. This is my go-to farming team. Obviously, this is not the best team. Yuzaha's and Billy's here and Yuzaha's here. Why do I use this team? Because I can do something like this. Get that loot bar sponsorship? Here's the thing, Hip Hop. That's a great comment. I have gotten, I'm not going to show my email account right now, but I have gotten a lot of messages from those different companies saying, hey, we'd love to sponsor you. As in, like, we'd love to get people to spend money on our site. That's what it is. Here's the thing. I don't ever use those sites. And I know when I see those ads and videos, the first thing I do is I skip right past them. I have zero interest in them. So I know if I were to make a video for other people, what are they going to do? They're going to skip past that. Because I am not personally interested in those. I know a lot of my audience also isn't interested in them. And they're also just, they're products I would not want to sell people. It's like, hey, do you want to spend more money in the game? It's like, not really. It's like, oh, okay. So I would not sell you something if I did not like it. Now, if I got a sponsorship for something that I thought was actually really cool, I'd tell you about it. Like, hey, this company, they sponsored me and I think they're actually cool. But I am not willing to sell my goodwill that easily. Back to seeing what Billy can do with this team. What? That's the wrong character. I have to make sure I have the right equipment on Billy. These guys are a bit tougher. You get something like that. Hey, Legend, counterpoint. We got Monato and Pan. They weren't before a Void Hunter. So, and we got Seth. Hey, he wasn't before a Void Hunter. You know, they're all A ranks, but I love cherry picking, so ignore that. This is the fast one because they're weak to physical. He's too far away though, so I couldn't do the thing. He dies to an assault. And they'll die to this ult. This team is very dependent on how far away is Billy when he is doing his... How far does he end up at post-chain attack? Because if he's really far away, then he'll start missing. Or he won't be close enough to deal the damage he wants to deal. Void Hunter Billy, I don't think that's happening. It's either going to be Starlight Knight Billy or Sons of Caledon Billy. Red Scarf Billy. I think they could actually do both. Like, I think they could do a costume for both. I think they could do a Starlight Knight outfit for A rank Billy, and then have his S rank be Red Scarf Billy. But maybe that's just me. Joyous will be A rank and free, but he's a Void Hunter. Wouldn't he be an S rank? I mean, here's the thing. People say that I get why people don't want their favorite character to be an A rank I understand why people think that way. I am not one of those people. I just want characters to be fun and enjoyable. And that's all that matters. Because I'm never getting Mindscape 6s anyway. When S-Rank Billy comes out, people will be lining up to get his Mindscape 6, and I will not be one of them. In fact, I only have the only agent who has a limited agent who has an extra Mindscape is Soldier Zero Ambi, because I was trying to pull extra copies of Pulcro. And I won the 50-50, and I said, well, I guess I have her Mindscape 1 now. It makes her EX slightly better, essentially. It's more than doubles the damage of her EX. That's cool. He's an S-Rank in disguise anyway, Tactilike. You might be onto something. It'd be crazy if, for some reason, Billy was able to do a move that he's not supposed to do, right? Like, imagine if Billy was able to, while you're playing him, bust out a move that not only is he not supposed to have, but a move that no one else can use. That would be insane. That would be insane. No one would ever do that, right? That'd be crazy. Anyway. That's actually how I got Meta Mucimorphosis. I didn't even show my W engines when I showed my agents. Where are they? Not in store. No, they're not in this menu. I'll just go here. Oh wait, no, I can go to storage. Here's the thing, Inferno. I think the devs might know about it, but I don't think they care enough to address it. These are my S-Rank W engines. I got Lycon's somehow. I got it and I said, wow, that's cool. I'm never using this. Not even Lycon uses this. Now with his buff, his potential unlocked, maybe he'll use this? Maybe? He'd have a better reason to use it if he's going to use his basics more often. Is my outpost full? Not anymore. My outpost is still open. I got this because I was trying to pull for copies of Roaring Ride, and I ended up with this. That was when Piper was having her rerun, so I thought, oh, I didn't really want this. But it's actually really good. It's a giant stats for your anomaly agent. 60 AP is pretty good. And because AP is pretty hard to roll for on substats, it's really nice. Yeah, I don't think the struggle is the wrong word, but the challenge, the joy of overcoming the challenge is part of Billy's appeal. But yeah, struggle is another way of saying it. And then I pulled for Severed Innocence. I pulled for Spectral Gaze. And then I pulled for Practice Perfection to use on Piper, which is funny because I pulled for copies of Roaring Ride. And then I got this. And then I pulled for Practice Perfection anyway. Which begs the question, why did I bother pulling for this? But it's fine. It's whatever. I do have a rank 5 Game Ball. No, it's rank 4. It's almost rank 5. Game Ball is actually really good. From what I've heard, the way Suna buffs your agent is that essentially if you deal damage that the enemy is weak to on your DPS, the way Suna damages the enemy will match the element of that agent. So if you just weakness match bosses with Suna, Game Ball is going to be active. And the funny thing is, one of the best users of Game Ball is Yuzuha. And she's an anomaly support, technically. Yes, I pulled it out for Piper and it's on Bernice, because it turns out, having a base anomaly mastery of... I'll remove this real quick. Having a base anomaly mastery of 118 is pretty low, and it turns out increasing that by a flat 60 is, let me do some math real quick. Oops, cancel that out. 118 plus 60 divided by 118 is a 51% increase. That's quite a bit. Oh, you can't see it because I have the game capture over it. Whoops. That's a ignore this part, that part at the end. It's a 51% increase. That's quite a bit. And that's because she levels up her energy regen instead of anomaly mastery. Imagine if and for reference, stat 6 for anomaly mastery usually gives 30%. And on Bernice, this is giving 50%. And on a character like Grace, it's close to 40%. 40 or 30%. 40 or 35, somewhere in between. Don't enhance, equip. There we go. So, imagine, if you will, because that's close to the, how do I phrase this? Let's look at Sambi's W engine. Ultimately, it will give, for most characters, generically, it gives 50% crit damage. Imagine if instead, this said, give 100% crit damage. You would say, oh, like that's insane. Like that sounds overpowered. That's what practice perfection is for most anomaly agents. Like, you could ignore this part about assaults. It doesn't matter. This flat increase for a stat you normally can't increase outside of percentage-wise, but having a higher flat number is a really good increase for most agents. In fact, when I get Arya, this is probably what I'm going to use on her. I'm probably not pulling for her W engine. I usually don't, because I have like 5 that I've pulled for. Nope, I do not have Flame Shaker. I don't think it's a worthwhile investment of my pulls. Because again, current endgame, I'll show it here. I'll get that first. Let's look at Deadly Assault. I have not looked at Deadly Assault, so maybe I'm wrong about this. But okay. Attacker fight. Rupture fight. Oh look, anomaly buff. Attacker buff. Rupture buff? I'm not reading them very carefully. Generic attacker slap. A generic crit DPS buff, I should say. Generic-ish anomaly buff. So here's the thing. Are anomaly agents good against this boss? Not really, no. Are anomaly agents good against this boss? Not really, no. Okay, so there's one boss where an anomaly agent would be good. So how many characters would I need to have practice perfection on? Like, probably one of them. So, like, do I need to have Bernice's W engine? Not really. Because I'm only running one anomaly team. And at that point, it's like, well, I'm just going to equip the best W engine I have. Is her W engine slightly better? Sure. Is it meaningfully better? No. No, it's not. There's a reason why they put Bernice in the shop with her W engine. It's not worth pulling. As in, like, it's not worth spending 80 pulls to get. Where practice perfection is the same price, but also much more useful on every anomaly agent. So to answer that question, it is not specifically better on Bernice, but it is very close, and it is superior to pretty much every other option on every other agent. Maybe not every other option, but most, as there are 3 physical anomaly agents. Practice perfection is the best W engine on them for all of them. Unless you're getting like 5 copies of Jane's because hers is in the shop now. You can do that. That's fine. You could also not do that and just get practice perfection. Even on Grace. Where's my Grace? This is, yeah, so this is Anomaly Mastery. Her base Anomaly Mastery is 196. Cool. If I do the math again, if I add, so in combat, it'll be 196. If I add that 60 to it, it's 196 plus 60 divided by 196. That is still an increase of 30%. And Grace has the highest Anomaly Mastery in the game. So a worst case scenario, I am getting a 30% anomaly increase, more uptime on anomalies, which is essentially like an attack slot 3, right? Like a slot, it's a slot 6 on it for Anomaly Mastery, and that's perfectly fine. That's all you really need. Because again, let's look at, I can go to the shop actually. I might see more of them there. Where is it? 6th Street. Gadget store. I almost said Galaxy store. Like, that's not it. Database. Essentially, where is Evelyn's? Everyone says Heartstring Nocturne is amazing because its effective stats are 24% crit rate, 50% crit damage. That's really good on pretty much every agent. But unless they're in Fire Agent, they can't make effective use of this. Here's the great thing though, because Anomaly Mastery is not a percentage like the crit damage is. Some agents get way more use out of it than others. So even though Grace gets that 30% increase when it's this number, you can always choose to build Grace with I don't have an attack percent instead. Not enhance, replace. And when you do that, the Anomaly Mastery increase is I can do the math. It's I actually won't do the math. 151 plus 60 divided by 151. That's a 39.397% increase, right? Like the percentage increase of your Anomaly Mastery is better the less Anomaly Mastery you have. That's why Practice Perfection is so good. Anyway, you think Seed's engine is the newest, best non-sig for most agents? I don't recall that specifically. I heard it was still Soldier Evelyn's, not Soldier Zero Ambi. That's the wrong character. Yeah, because here's the thing. This is equivalent to 30% crit damage. Now, if you're an electric agent, you also get this buff. And then this buff. So if you're an electric agent, it's better on you. But the way this converts is 30% crit damage. And theoretically, Evelyn's gives you 50% crit damage. And that's why that Evelyn's is technically better. Granted, there's a good chance your agent is oversaturated with crit damage because most buffs, a lot of buffs for agents are increase their crit damage. So maybe you do prefer the crit rate buff that Cordis gives. That's very possible. I left the game music on. That's why it sounds weird to me. You are correct in that. Sorry. The defense ignore is not specific to, oh, it's right there. That is true. So you can get this buff, and then you can get this buff, but it's only on your basics and ultimate. I think the problem is for most agents, if they have damage that comes from, like, for example, Billy doesn't really use his basics that much. Like, he'd rather buff the damage of his dodge counters or his dash attack or his EX, not his basics. And the one for his ultimate's okay, but it's not what he's looking for specifically. Are SIG support engines always just hyper-specific nowadays? No, because as I showed before, Alice's is just, are you an anomaly agent and do you deal physical damage? Hers is very generic. And even then, like, this buff is fantastic even if you aren't a physical agent. But for some of them, yes, like Yuzuha's is very specific. The Equipper's EX or ultimate deals physical damage, right? It has to be that. So really only physical supports can use this. But again, it is very agent specific. So if we look at, that's not the right one I want to look at. Let's look at Yi Xuan's. It's like, for most agents, or for most rupture agents, they will look at this number here, and they will look at this number here, and say, oh, those are pretty good numbers. Now, if you're Yi Xuan, you can look at these numbers down here, and that's cool. But, like, this is still good. Like, these stats are still perfectly fine. Would Bainui's performance improve if you got his W engine instead of Qing Yi's? Like, yeah, probably, of course. Would it improve to the point where it was a worthwhile investment of 80 to, on average, maybe 100 pulls? Maybe? I don't know. For me, the answer is no. So that's why I don't usually pull for W engines. Also, you got this for essentially just doing the event. Triggers. Triggers is a very good one that is hyper specific. Equipper's Aftershock causes electric damage. Like, okay, that's just trigger. And because it's a stun agent, this is only active for stun agents. How many stun agents deal electric aftershock damage? Oh, it's just trigger. It's just trigger. Compare that to... Now, theoretically, they can make another rupture agent in the future. And if you have Yi Xuan's W engine, it's like, hey, this is launch. Equipper launches an EX. Anytime you use an EX, you will get these buffs. Like, cool. In the future, when they release an Ether Rupture agent, this is perfectly fine on them. But for Trigger, it's like, no, it's not just an electric stunner. It's an electric stunner with aftershocks. That's why hers is so niche. And that's why it's allowed to be a bit more powerful. Because you really can't use this on anyone else effectively. It also buffs your crit rate, which is not usually a stat most stunners are looking for. Unless you're Jufufu or Dialin. But even then, you don't need... Why is her crit rate lower? Those are not the right discs. About to say, I traded her discs off to someone else. That's the right one. That is the wrong one. Trigger, get back here. Why my dial-in not doing enough days? There we go. That's my dial-in. What was I going to look at? I can't remember now. Oh well. Is there a recent engine for supports like Zhao or Dylan that is generic? I would say no. I would say for a support W engine, as in a generic one you can put on any agent. For defense agents, we really don't have one yet. Defense is not allowed to be good right now, so no, not for defense. But for supports, we have... Why do we have S's? I want the A's. We have Weeping Cradle. Wall off fields, here's some energy, who cares? I mean, that's important because we don't have an energy main substat. And then attacks from the equipper increase all units damage against the target by this amount for a time. And then this increases up to an additional 10%. So in all, it's basically 20% damage while the equipper is dealing damage. For a lot of supports, a lot of them are now dealing damage all the time. Like Lucia. Lucia is constantly attacking enemies. Yuzuha is constantly attacking enemies. So, and as you get more copies of this buff increases to about 40%. So, this is a really good generic W engine. On top of that, Kaboom the Cannon. When any friendly unit in the squad attacks and hits an enemy, everyone's attack increases by this amount. Stacking 4 times. And when you get 4 copies, it's 16%. But if you can get it to 16, you can usually get it to 12%. It depends on the team. And then there's Game Ball. Game Ball just has deal damage that matches the enemy's weakness. At level 1, at rank 1, it's good, it's not great. At rank 5, it's really good. It's pretty good. This is a pretty good stat for a lot of agents. How long have I been going? Let me check. It is... I could go a bit more, but I didn't have much planned for this stream anyway. I was just here to react to the live stream and stuff, break some stuff down. I do want to show off something else real quick. I don't think he's here in chat. No, he's not here in chat. But if you were here for the start of the live stream, you noticed that I had some special animations. That's because fellow viewer Optimizer made this for me, and I thought this is really cool, and I wish I could have shown this off sooner because I had this he sent this to me a while ago, and this looked really cool. So thanks again to Optimizer. When the next time he shows up in chat, I will give him a huge shout out. I don't have my Discord open. I can't. Maybe someone messaged me. I highly doubt it. But, nope. No new messages that I can see. So, I could do a Hollow Zero run real quick. I mean, I could do Deadly Assault, but I don't think it's going to be that interesting to watch. Unless I do a silly team. I could do a silly team. Yeah, we'll try Deadly Assault with a silly team. Why not? What's stopping us? We will use DPS Nicole. How does that sound? That sounds bad. Let's do it. Put Billy on the hunter? I'll think about that. I'll think about that. Nicole, you are going to... I could just leave you on Game Ball. Why not? You're turning into a crit DPS. Congratulations. I think this is the move. This is fine. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Ooh, that crit rate's a bit low, but she's giving herself a ton of crit rate anyway, so it doesn't matter. This number is essentially being bumped up by 30. Her attack is a bit low, though. I don't like that. And that's fine, because we are going to give her... Yuzuha, who is somewhere in here. And then we are going to give her Trigger. We don't care about that. We care about this. I could put you on something different, but I'd rather not. And I think I actually will swap this out for attack if I have something better. Oh, I have ether damage, but it doesn't have good subsets. I think this is the... No, the subsets on this are too good. So I will do this. And then I will probably call it a night. Make sure everyone's builds are fine. Yeah, that's fine. I could turn this into Anomaly Mastery, Nicole. But we are just trying... This is also an additionalist team. Nobody has their additional on this. Look at this. Blank face, blank face, blank face. No one's happy here. This is an unhappy team. But it's fine. This is fun. This is fun. I totally forgot what the buff is, by the way. Whoops. It's so hard to time the dodge for that. There's a corruption. There's one.
The target's exposed.
Time to keep you open. Time to wrap things up. Wanna run? Get it!
This bullet will reach its mark.
Oh, don't get scared, no!
I don't know if this is going to be good at all. It probably won't be.
Ain't done yet. Get away from me!
Whoops.
What's this?
Adjusting for wind. Target.
Now's our chance. Careful, don't get scared. Get away from me!
I also made Trigger's build worse because I gave the good disc back to dial in. That's fine.
Press the advantage.
Don't wanna mess with me! Time to wrap things up! Let me give you a little treat! Like this! Tough luck!
We got this. We got this. This is fine.
When will it stop?
It will stop when we win this, Nicole. We're almost there. Did I break this leg already? I can't tell.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Now's our chance! Right back at ya! What's this?
We will ult here, because why not? This won't cause a stun, will it? That will. So I do not have Nicole's debuff active yet. C-class, this is easy. An easy 30%. I saw ALG was sweating with his, like, oh, I don't want to sweat for a 30k clear with Julian. And here I am with Nicole and an additional list team getting a better score than he did. That's whatever. And it wasn't even perfect. That was, yeah, Nicole's really good. What can I say? Granted, Trigger's W engine is doing a lot for this team, and so is Game Ball. Game Ball is buffing everyone's damage, and because we are critting so often, this team is way better than it has ever a right to be, I'll say. Granted, I'm going to reset this. That's true. He did say he had a long day. That's fair. They were doing stuff, and from what I heard, they were doing stuff. He had like people trying to fix his roof because he has like a glass roof or something, and someone broke through it, which is, there's a joke to be made about don't have a glass roof. That was like 65% defense shred, right? That is Nicole's is 40%. Trigger's is another 25. So yes, on top of the pen ratio that Nicole has specifically. Yeah, this there's a reason Nicole with Trigger is a really good team. And it turns out you don't need additional abilities for this team to be good. Because Trigger's additional does not matter. I've heard a lot of people talk about building a team with everyone's additional active. I promise you, her additional is not worth building around. Because it's like, increase the team's, her crit rate will increase the days of her Aftershock basics. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. But it's just her Aftershock basics, not her EX, not her ult, not her defensive assist. I should actually have these leveled up higher, but I decided not to. And what are these stats on the days of her Aftershock basics? It's this number here and these numbers down here. So this is essentially 100, and this is essentially 100 as well. So it's like, that's just not enough, especially when the days of her ult is like 10 of her Aftershock basics. Not ult, this is her EX, and this is level 9 EX, by the way. That's why this additional doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, it's okay, but you should not go out of your way to build it. Foglight, human Foglight. I did not use Bang Boo chain attacks just because I didn't feel like it. I could have. I think if I had an electric bang, the best one would be to have an electric Bang Boo, so I get more, maybe time a specific disorder with that team. But I don't think the Bang Boo was really necessary, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's that team. Granted, this is a season 1 boss, so that he's a bit easier to fight. And this was the buff I had. Yeah, that makes sense. And this really pumps up Nicole's crit damage by a lot too. Because she can ultra charge her energy really well. It's insane. So yeah, all these buffs combined, it's really nice. So yeah, DPS Nicole still got it. Granted, Trigger's W engine is doing a lot of work. There's a good chance this doesn't A rank, this doesn't S rank without it. man, we are using Game Ball, so if someone wants to take off points for a Game Ball, okay. But all in all, I think this is a pretty good score. I'm definitely going to reset this because I don't need to reset this because I'm going to use a different team for both these sides. So yeah, I'll just leave this here. Why not? So yeah, thank you guys for coming. That's about all I had planned for this stream. Before we go, I am going to try to find someone else to send you to, because I want to share the love. If there's someone else that I know about still streaming, that's not the right tab. Why did that open? Oh, nope, my tab's closed. No! My OBS is fine, but my personal browsing tab closed. But hold on, chat. We're almost done. I just want to send you to someone to share the love around. Tampa Never Sleeps is doing 2xKO. No. Oh, wait, it's Frosty Faustings. That's right. If Tampa Never Sleeps was doing Marvel vs. Capcom, I would have sent you to them instead. Let me find Zenless Zone Zero live. Does it not show live? It should show live. Zenless Zone, and then I sort by live. I Am Rivenous is live. Oh, Age is also live, but I think she's doing Arknight stuff.
Plain. I'm tired. I don't know.
Oh, I think I Am Rivenous is about to end anyway.
Hello, welcome. Time to crank out 2 more hours. I don't know.
So I will send you to a VTuber that I occasionally watch. I think she's funny. So chat, I'm going to post this in the stream real quick, and we'll go. Thanks again for joining me, guys. Good night, Annoying Overhead. Good night, Polychromatica. If you have time, thanks, Resh. Thanks for joining me. If you have time, go say hi to this streamer. She's cool. She doesn't get nearly enough views that she should. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope to, maybe we'll have another live stream soon if more stuff comes up. But if I have I don't have a presentation in the works right now, but I could. It depends on what I would talk about. Anyway, chat, thanks again so much for joining me. I hope you'll have a wonderful night. Enjoy your weekends. Stay warm. Stay healthy. Keep yourself safe. Spend wisely. And I will see you later. Good night. Bye.